What if I told you there are cities in America where your rental income could cover your entire mortgage payment, and then some? While most investors chase the coasts, the real returns are hiding in plain sight, in cities you might never have considered. These are the top 10 U.S. cities with the highest rental yields in 2026. Before we reveal the rankings, let's talk about what rental yield actually means. Gross rental yield is your annual rental income divided by the property's purchase price, expressed as a percentage. The national average sits around 6.5%. But the cities on this list deliver yields between 8 and nearly 15%, more than double what you'd get in places like San Francisco or New York. Our data comes from Rentometer, Zillow, and the U.S. Census Bureau, cross-referenced with local market reports. Let's count them down. Coming in at number 10, Atlanta, Georgia, with a gross rental yield of 8%. Atlanta's real estate market has been on a tear. With a population of over 500,000 in the city proper and nearly 6 million in the metro area, demand for rentals is relentless. The median home price sits around $350,000, while average monthly rents come in at about $2,300. What makes Atlanta stand out isn't just the yield, it's the growth trajectory. Major employers like Delta, Coca-Cola, and a booming film industry keep the job market strong. And with 52% of residents renting, the tenant pool runs deep. Here's the thing about Atlanta. Look beyond Midtown and Buckhead. Neighborhoods like West End and East Point are where the real cash flow numbers are hiding. Number 9, Houston, Texas, with a gross rental yield of 9.2%. Houston is the largest city on our list, and it delivers something rare, high yields in a major metro. The median home price is approximately $260,000, with average rents around $2,000 a month. What really sets Houston apart? No state income tax. That means more of your rental income stays in your pocket. The energy sector drives the economy, but Houston has diversified into healthcare, aerospace, and tech. With 58% of residents renting and a vacancy rate of 10%, there's strong demand. One thing investors overlook in Houston: flood zones. Always check the FEMA flood maps before buying. Properties outside flood zones command higher rents and lower insurance costs. At number 8, Indianapolis, Indiana, delivering a 9.5% gross rental yield. Indianapolis is the hidden gem of the Midwest. The median home price is just $230,000, and average monthly rents reach about $1,800. This city combines Midwest affordability with genuine growth market characteristics. A growing tech sector, major sports franchises, and a thriving healthcare industry. Eli Lilly alone employs over 10,000 people here. The cost of living is 30% below the national average, making it attractive for both renters and investors. Pro tip: the neighborhoods around IUPUI and Butler University are rental gold mines. Student and young professional demand keeps vacancy rates near zero. Number 7, St. Louis, Missouri, crossing the 10% threshold with a 10.1% gross yield. The median home price in St. Louis is remarkably low at around $190,000, with monthly rents averaging $1,600. St. Louis flies under the radar, but it's home to 9 Fortune 500 companies, including Emerson Electric and Centene. The healthcare and biotech sectors are booming, anchored by Washington University's medical campus. Property taxes are moderate, and the price-to-rent ratio heavily favors investors. The key in St. Louis stays south of Del Mar Boulevard. The South Side neighborhoods like Tower Grove and Soulard offer the best combination of yield and tenant quality. At number 6, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with a 10.4% gross rental yield. The city of brotherly love is also the city of serious returns. The median home price is about $220,000, while average rents hit $1,900 a month. Philadelphia's rental market is powered by over 60 universities and colleges. That's more than any other U.S. city. Nearly half of all residents are renters, creating a deep and stable tenant pool. The city is also seeing a biotech boom, with cell and gene therapy companies clustering in University City. And with Amtrak's Northeast Corridor connecting you to New York and DC, commuter demand adds another layer of rental stability. Word to the wise, Philadelphia has a city wage tax of about 3.8%. Factor that into your net yield calculations if you're managing properties locally. Number 5, Birmingham, Alabama, delivering a 10.8% gross yield. Birmingham might surprise you. With a median home price of just $165,000 and monthly rents averaging about $1,500, the math is compelling. Birmingham is the medical capital of the South. The UAB health system is the city's largest employer and one of the top academic medical centers in the country. That means a steady stream of healthcare professionals who need housing. The city has seen a downtown renaissance, with the Parkside District and Railroad Park drawing young professionals. Entry costs are among the lowest on this list, making Birmingham ideal for investors building a portfolio on a budget. Don't sleep on Birmingham's South Side and Avondale neighborhoods. The revitalization there is real, and early investors are seeing appreciation on top of strong cash flow. Number 4, Baltimore, Maryland, jumping to 12.3% gross yield. Now we're in double-digit territory. Baltimore's median home price is around $195,000, with average monthly rents hitting $2,000. What makes Baltimore exceptional is its proximity to Washington, D.C., just 40 miles away. Federal employees and contractors who can't afford D.C.'s prices often rent in Baltimore. Johns Hopkins University and hospital anchor the economy, employing over 40,000 people. The city also has a massive port. The Port of Baltimore is one of the busiest on the East Coast. Yes, Baltimore has its challenges, but savvy investors know that challenges create opportunities. The neighborhoods of Canton, Federal Hill, and Fells Point consistently deliver premium rents. Critical advice for Baltimore: do your homework on neighborhoods. The yield gap between the best and worst blocks can be enormous. Drive every street before you buy. At number 3, Memphis, Tennessee, with an incredible 12.4% gross yield. Memphis is a logistics powerhouse. FedEx's world headquarters is here, and the city sits at the crossroads of America's freight network. The median home price is just $175,000, with average monthly rents around $1,800. That price-to-rent ratio is one of the best in the nation. Tennessee has no state income tax, just like Houston's Texas, which means your rental income stays intact. The city is also investing heavily in its downtown, with the Beale Street Entertainment District and a revitalized riverfront drawing new residents. Over 55% of Memphis residents are renters, which means demand is structurally built into the market. Memphis pro tip: look at the East Memphis and Germantown corridor. These areas combine strong yields with lower maintenance costs and more reliable tenants. Number 2, Cleveland, Ohio, with a staggering 13.2% gross rental yield. Cleveland is the comeback story of American real estate. The median home price is astonishingly low at around $115,000, while monthly rents average $1,260. That's an entry price that makes most markets look expensive. Cleveland's economy is anchored by the Cleveland Clinic, one of the top hospitals in the world, and a growing tech scene along the health tech corridor. The city has seen billions in development investment, from the Flats East Bank Entertainment District to the revitalized Public Square. Property values have been climbing steadily, meaning investors get both cash flow and appreciation. And here's a pattern we've seen throughout this list. Healthcare cities deliver the most consistent rental demand. The Tremont and Ohio City neighborhoods are where smart money is going. Close to downtown, walkable, and tenant demand is through the roof year-round. And the number 1 city for rental yields in America, Detroit, Michigan, with an extraordinary 14.8% gross yield. Detroit's story is one of the greatest turnarounds in modern urban history. The median home price is approximately $95,000. Yes, you heard that right. And average monthly rents come in at about $1,170. That means for the price of a down payment in San Francisco, you could own multiple cash-flowing properties in Detroit. The auto industry still drives the economy, but Detroit has diversified into mobility tech, autonomous vehicles, and fintech. Companies like Rocket Mortgage and Quicken Loans have invested billions in the downtown core. The population decline has stabilized, and new residents are moving in, particularly young professionals attracted by the affordable cost of living and growing startup scene. According to Rentometer data, some Detroit zip codes deliver yields exceeding 20%. That's not a typo. The Motor City has become the money city for real estate investors. The golden rule for Detroit investing: stick to the established investor-friendly neighborhoods like Corktown, Midtown, and the University District. The yields in these areas are exceptional, and property management infrastructure is well developed. There you have it, the top 10 U.S. cities delivering the highest rental yields in 2026. From Atlanta's growth story to Detroit's incredible turnaround, the data is clear: the best returns aren't on the coasts. They're in the heartland. The Midwest and South dominate this list for one simple reason: affordable purchase prices combined with strong rental demand. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a ranking. Like this video if the data surprised you. And leave a comment: which of these 10 cities would you invest in first? We read every single response.